Sometimes you just want to make your tasks on paper. I tried bullet journaling for about 6 years, but always something felt wrong and often complicated. But it finally clicked. How can I use it to really supercharge and like how it really works, even? And how can I make my days more productive and really charge my productivity? So I'm going to show you my adapted version of the bullet journal method. It's not really pretty. It's not aesthetic. Um, and it's really fast to set it up. Also, it's not gonna take even an hour. At least, um, for me, it works really well. So there are basically a few things in my system. I mean, first of all, I don't always use this. I don't use this every day, but I have a system that I can just start bullet journaling on for like 2 weeks if I want to, or 3 weeks. Then I can switch off to digital if I feel like that, and then I can go back to bullet journal. And so the thing, at least for me, is that I set up weekly goals like this. Let's find somewhere that I already have. Here. This was when I was working on UX design. So I had milestones completed. Also wanted to do exercise 2 times or 3 times per week. Doing a Mother's Day card for my mom. And also do the weekly review. So yeah, that's my, and I have also the, like, this was my project milestones. I sometimes like to do it on paper and sometimes on like digitally, but yeah, I just have them here, so I just was able to check them also here. And then so the weekly goals is here, and it's the most important part for me actually. And yeah, then basically just every day I come up with tasks. Some of them will be taking from my milestones because I wanted to work on milestones, and some of them will be other kind of tasks. So yeah, then this is really important also. I learned this from the YouTuber Ali Abdal. So I will mark one of these as the daily highlight, and then that will be the most important thing of the day, and that is what I will focus on. And so once you do it, it's so satisfying to cross it off. So yeah, that's also really important. And overall, I really try to have max 3 tasks, but as you can see, sometimes I have a lot of tasks, and some of them I then are not even relevant anymore. So I will later on like read through all of these and cross if they're relevant or not. And by the way, about these squares, I like checkboxes. The official bullet journal by, I think his name is Ryder Carroll. Sorry if I remember wrong, but he uses bullets. but I don't think that's that's not as satisfying as like checking off a box. So I just use checkboxes. And yeah, the point is that I just want to get things done, and anything that makes me helps me get things done, I will add it to my system. And I don't have a monthly page, simply because I know this weekly works for me right now, but I might add it later. I have experimented with it before, but it was always kind of, I added too much stuff there, whereas it's like easier to think, okay, 2 or 3 work related tasks. Actually, I had just one, which was really good because I was so focused, and then maybe 1 or 2 other tasks. So it's like, or outcomes for the week. So that's really really good way. As you can see, I also have other, like, these are, this is just a we had a project with my friends, who one of my friend is getting married, and we were just working on creating a hen party, like a surprise party for her before she gets married. So yeah, all of these are about that. And as you can see, I forgot to cross some of these off. So that, like, this part is not very important part of me, like having this. But yeah. Anyway, yeah, the way that I do is that always, like, before the, or the way that I try to do is do this the day before, like write all the tasks, and then have it ready in the morning, and then I just decide what is the priority in the morning, or sometimes already in the like the day before. And if I have so many, like a lot of tasks, I will just I will then either create a project page like this on here, or just create a project page somewhere digital. I actually have a Notion, so yeah, I might create it there, or just a Google Doc. Google Doc with milestones also work really well for me. And as I say, I don't use this every day, so I use Todoist, for example, quite often, and sometimes I also use, or I have quite recently started to use Claude AI to just speak the tasks, like, and now it knows me really well. If I just have said my goals for this week is, like, for example, work on my browser plugin. I'm working on creating a extension for Google Chrome. So if that's my goal, then for the week I can just ask Claude to schedule my week and add the tasks to my Todoist, and then in the morning I will just, like, ask what are the tasks for me. But sometimes I really like paper, so I will use paper. And the thing is to not make it too complicated, so that's why I just have weekly goals and daily goals. And since I see my weekly goals so easily, is that I can then come up with this really easily. And actually, if it's a really big project, you probably want to list all your tasks in a project page, like, or like milestone way somewhere, either a Google Doc or Notion or like paper, so that you can then find the task from there and add them here. And yeah, I also try to do things by 6 p.m. That's also important for me. Otherwise, I will just get really anxious if I don't get things done before the night. So yeah, I will then work on the night and lose my sleep, and then I will like be very tired or like skip the entire day. So I don't recommend that. So that's why I try to get things done in the day. And yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah, I think the whole point of this system is like not to have a beautiful journalist. It's just get things done. Like I had the project that I wanted to finish, and I needed just a way to be satisfied to when I when I get things uh, ne- like different tasks done, or I just had to remember to do uh, I don't know, create a evening routine system with Claude or something like that. Just things that I want to get done. And yeah, so I highly recommend like experimenting what works for you, and then like anything that helps you like keep ticking the boxes, and also to not have too many boxes. Like that's like, as you can see, whenever I have so many tasks in the day, I don't get them, I don't get them all done. But when I have few tasks, I, not always, but quite usually, this became, by the way, this like not relevant anymore. Usually get them done. So yeah, that's what I try to do. Oh, one last thing. If you're focusing really hard on tasks, but your anxiety is running the show underneath, doing the tasks won't really help you, and you actually might do all the wrong things. I actually made a funny, stupid video about how I started working on anxiety. It's not completely stupid, but yeah. The link somewhere around here below in the description and in the comments. So please feel free to watch that, and see you next time.